Today, two big lawsuits were tackled in a Bibb County courtroom involving the school board, and they're both hotly debated issues. The first over the controversial superintendent's contract. One man says Dr. Dallland's contract was approved illegally by the board, and now he's suing. 41 NBC anchor Andrew Reeser was in court all day and brings us the details now.
Tucker, a Bibb County judge is trying to determine if the school board followed protocol when voting to renew the superintendent's contract. After hours of testimony in court from Bibb school board members and staff, Superior Court Judge Ed Ennis decided he needs to review certain pieces of evidence. The hearing was for a lawsuit that Bibb County parent Thomas DeFore filed against the district, saying that the board did not properly notify the public that they would be voting on Dallland's contract renewal back in December. Back then, the board voted 5-3 to renew the contract. Attorney Charles Cox, who represents DeFore, says Board President Tommy Barnes' motion to approve the contract did not match up with the actual terms of the contract, and so the contract renewal should be voided. Interim Board President Susan Sipe testified she still has the draft of the contract they discussed in executive session in email format on her home computer. Judge Ennis will review that document, and he'll compare it with Barnes' verbal motion to see if the terms match up.
I think the judge is just making a decision to consider all the evidence. I don't think he's broadcasting a ruling by looking at that. I think he has an obligation to look at all the evidence. Once he looks at the law as it applies to what the evidence is, I feel very confident that we will prevail in this. I just think it's crystal clear that the board has violated the Open Meetings Act with their vote.
From the school district's perspective, all of the school members voted on a document they clearly understood. I don't think there's any dispute about that.
Newly elected board member Jason Downey also testified the board violated policy by not inviting he and then board member-elect Lester Miller to participate in that discussion about Dr. Dallland's contract renewal. If they had invited them, the final outcome of the vote might have been a little bit different. Another hearing on the matter will be held next Friday. That'll be February 8th.